We are working on the Volvo V70 again, and this time it's to get it ready for a 1,000-mile road trip to the place in which we are going to live. But before we start on that, I have to tend to the S60. I put the R up for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and then sure enough, it threw a code. So we're going to try to diagnose that. It was here that I realized that my tires have been rubbing for quite a while, so I think I'm going to throw some spacers on here to try to solve that problem. The car has recently been throwing an ABS code, and so the first thing I'm going to check are the wheel speed sensors. I'm going to make sure there's no debris on them, and then I'm also going to check the ABS rings on the axles. I also noticed this accelerometer or whatever dangling out, so I might as well zip tie this into a spot where it hopefully won't come loose and just kind of tidy things up before I sell this car. Unfortunately, I don't have Vita, so I'm kind of just throwing shit at a wall and hoping something sticks because I don't know what exactly is wrong with the car, but I'm just gonna go through and try to see if I can figure it out. That might go away. I don't know, we'll see if that goes away. Luckily, I found someone local to me that let me use their Vita dice so I could diagnose exactly what was wrong. The car threw a bunch of codes as I kind of expected, but the car seems fine other than the ABS issue, so we're going to focus on that. As shown on Vita, it ended up being a wheel speed sensor, which I replaced off camera, so hopefully by the end of this video, this car will be sold. First little job I'm gonna do, I wanna see what is going on with my speaker because the speaker in the driver's side door doesn't work. And I also want this to adhere to the door panel again, so I'm going to scuff it up and then put some adhesive on it. And hopefully it'll actually stick instead of flopping around. Here I am scuffing up the door panel. I would really love for this to actually stick on for once because loose door panels are a BMW problem, not a Volvo problem, so I'd like my car to function properly. One small issue I have is that my window switch is reversed, but I'm too lazy to deal with it. It works, so I'm going to leave it alone and check out the speaker. There we go. Unfortunately, couldn't figure out the speaker, so for the time being it's going to be broken, but I think I just need a new one. So we're going to glue the door panel back together and see if that'll at least hold. I got the door panel back on and I'm using a floor jack to hold it in place while it dries. And now I'm going to clean out my car and then we'll start on the actual important work. Okay, so the adhesive is cured. The door panel, believe it or not, is actually holding to the inner panel thing. It used to flop around a lot. It's actually holding on pretty well, so I will call that a success. Now I'm going to focus on doing the brake pads, rotors, and I'm going to bleed the brakes as well. I want to focus on this not only because the pads and rotors are in rough shape to begin with, but also because the rear passenger brake caliper has decided to start locking up every once in a while. So I want to make sure that that functions as it's supposed to and that everything's lubed up properly. As you can tell, there's a huge difference between the passenger and driver's side. Forgot to buy brake shoes to replace these, so I just won't use my e-brake, and we're just not gonna put it in. I'll get to that later. Okay. Boom. Done. I did the other side off camera. It's basically the same process. And now I'm going to bleed the brakes. While I wait for the brakes to bleed, I'm going to do these sway bar end links because those desperately need to be done. The passenger rear took forever to bleed, like multiple hours. I don't know what the deal was with that, but the driver's side rear is going a lot faster. And now, while this is bleeding, I'm going to focus on the sway bar end link on the driver's side. Got the last one in and broke my third Torx bit. Once I was done with that, the buyer came to pick up the S60R, and it is now gone. I am free from the shackles of the P2 chassis. Now we're going to be doing the tie rod ends. That's shot. right, just got it aligned. Now the steering wheel actually is centered when I drive, which is nice. Got some new tires put on. So yeah, she's ready. Now that the car is ready, I filled the back of it with as much junk as I possibly could to the point of tucking the back wheel. And now it's ready for its 1,000-mile journey to Georgia.
Oh, he already ate it.